Welcome to my YouTube automotive channel. In today's video I have a 2014 Ford Explorer and I will show you how to recharge the AC air conditioner by yourself. Now before I start explaining how to do it, first I will add I would highly advise you to recharge your AC in a professional shop if you can afford it, just because they have all the right equipment. They can evacuate the system and connect to both of the high and low pressure charging ports and do the job. Now, if you're on a budget, there is also a more economical way of doing it by buying a AC recharge kit and recharging it by connecting to low pressure charging port. Okay, so just like I said, you will need the AC recharge kit, which consists of AC recharge hose and usually comes with 2 cans of AC refrigerant. Now you can buy these at pretty much any car parts store, online, or even Walmart, Target. Last summer I've even seen it at the grocery store, so it's very easy to buy it. Usually it costs around 50 bucks, if on sale even less. And the good thing is you can always reuse this hose as many times as you wish. So for each next recharge you just have to buy the cans, which are usually like $5, $6, $7 depending on the place. So how this will work: first you will screw the can onto this side of the hose, then you will connect the other side to the low pressure charging port, and then you will pierce the can by turning this knob all the way in, and then you will start the vehicle and slowly charge the system. Very important thing to add: while charging it, you always want to keep monitoring the gauge. So you want to be in the yellow. If you go into the red, you're pretty much risking damaging your AC compressor. So that means you don't want to overcharge it. So just do it slowly and keep monitoring. Okay, before I start, I will also show you. So right here there is a sticker which is showing which refrigerant is going in the system, and here, depending on the engine you have, what is the amount of the refrigerant. I hope you can see it. Okay, so mine is a 3.5 engine, and if the system is completely empty, it's gonna take 41 OZ, 1.16 kilograms. And now, just to compare, one of these cans equivalent to R134A, and one can has 454 grams of refrigerant, or 16 Oz. So that means you would have to use 2 cans and a little bit of a third to fully charge the system if it is completely empty. If you just have to top it up, then you just have to monitor the gauge and make sure you don't overcharge it. So to start, tightly screw the can onto this side of the hose, and once you've done that, you will connect this side to the low pressure charging port, and the low pressure charging port is located right here. Now my Explorer is missing a cap on it. There's supposed to be a black cap with the letter L on it, so you just have to remove it and then access the port. This right here is a high pressure port that you don't want to touch this one, so this is the one you will be working with. Now to attach this to the port, you just want to pull this sleeve up and push it on. And that's pretty much it. Once this is connected, now you will turn this knob all the way in to pierce the can. Okay, just like that. Okay, now proceed inside the vehicle, start it. And you will want to set the temperature to the coldest setting. Then you want to turn on the max AC. And that's pretty much it. So the air circulation has to be inside the cabin, AC has to be on, and the fan speed has to be set to the highest setting. And now you can proceed outside and start to charge the air conditioner. Okay, so I hope you'll be able to hear me. To start, you want to turn this can upside down and slowly start releasing this knob to charge the system. This doesn't have to be done fast, just take your time and slowly turn the knob. And keep monitoring the gauge to make sure you don't overfill it. What I like to do, when I maybe half a can done, I like to take a break, proceed inside the vehicle, and also see if I can feel any difference. Before I do that, I will also show you what my gauge is showing right now. So I'm not in the yellow yet, but I'm getting there. And I used maybe a bit more than half of this can. Okay, so just come inside the cabin and try to feel if that air being blown is any cooler. Now in my case, I can definitely feel a difference. Before I started charging, it was blowing warm. Now it's quite cold. It's not stone cold yet, but I still have to add a bit of the refrigerant. Now I will proceed to charge. To continue charging, just slowly keep releasing the refrigerant from the can. And again, keep monitoring the gauge. And that's pretty much it. Once you are happy with the results, you can turn off the vehicle. Okay, now to disconnect everything, first you want to turn this knob all the way in, just in case if there is still something left in the can, so it doesn't go out on the other side, and you can still reuse it on any other vehicle. And once you do that, you can just disconnect the port. And that's about it. Now, if you are planning to add one more can, then you will just follow the process from the beginning and repeat everything. So that means first you will screw on a new can, then you will connect the low pressure charging port, then you will pierce the can, start the vehicle and charge the system. Once you get the hang of it, it's gonna take you like 2 minutes to do it. Now all this will work if there is no major leaks in the AC lines and your AC compressor is working. If there is a major leak, then you'll have to take the vehicle to a professional shop, because like I said, they have all the right equipment. They can test the complete system, use some dye and figure out what is happening, and then give you a quote on what has to be done to fix it. If you have like a smaller leak, then you can try using the stop leak solution. So this is it. So this is pretty much refrigerant mixed up with some kind of solution to stop the leaks. It says helps seal and condition O-rings and minor AC system leaks. I tried using this couple of times and actually it did help. Now this will work only for a small leaks, and it will maybe help you to go through the summer and then again recharge next summer. But eventually you will have to fix your AC system and be done with it. Okay, and this is how you can recharge the AC system by yourself on a Ford Explorer. Thank you for watching my video. I hope it was helpful and educational. If it was, please like it and consider subscribing to my YouTube automotive channel. On my channel there is lots of how-to videos, do-it-yourself videos, car reviews, product reviews and other similar automotive topics.